Hello, just an update here. I don't know how to put it. So, not necessarily a pregnancy update anymore because I found out Monday night, even though I suspected it earlier than that, but we found out that we had lost the baby at about 9 weeks. So it was 9 weeks. Saturday, I had went into the ER because I was still really sick then at that point, but I did bleed a little bit. So they did like a quick bedside ultrasound. It was a really fuzzy one and everything, but I did see a baby and there was a heartbeat. So but then that night I had a lot of that whole overnight. I didn't sleep very much because I had to go to the bathroom like every hour, filling TMI maybe for some people, but filling a pad like every hour and blood clot stuff and everything. So I believe that's when it all happened, went down. But then Sunday I wanted to be able to wait till I could. Wyatt, can you please go on the iPad real quick? So Mama can do this real quick. No, he's gotten me distracted. So yeah, that happened. So yeah, because I wanted to wait till Monday so I could talk to actual people and not like just the ER, because I don't really think they're the best at being OBs or whatever. Thank you. Why? No, you can play on it. So Mama can do this real quick. Thank you. So then I waited till Monday, and then Monday morning I called in to make an appointment. I was obviously still bleeding at that point, and so my midwife is amazing, because even though she was booked and everything, she let me come in after her last appointment, you know, when she should be going home. She said to get me in, so because I would be able to come in earlier that day, because they could have technically got me in like in the middle of the noon, but I wasn't gonna take all my other kids, and then my husband wasn't gonna be able to come home until a little later. So sorry it's loud. Like I say, I always try to get away so I can make it, but they always want Mama, so that's okay. So I went in that night then, and she did just a Doppler thing, and obviously they didn't find anything. And then she did a little tiny side bed thing, and she says that that's what she got worried. She didn't really see much where she was supposed to, but she was like, well, my bladder's full, so and it was early still, so she wasn't sure. So they were trying to get me an ultrasound. You know, but it was really hard because it was after hours, and I normally don't like to do that after hours because I want to be able to report it to somebody. But my midwife was really wanting me to do it, so I didn't have to sit there in limbo the whole night to have to wait for one the next morning. So she did, and the earliest I could get one for me was 7:45 that night. So my midwife, because they wanted to report it back to somebody, my midwife stayed there the whole night, which was super awesome of her. Like, she's the best person ever. And then she was, you know, when I came back in to get the ultrasound, she stopped by before I went into the ultrasound to see how I was doing. And then she was there right afterwards, and she assured me she was going to be able to call me like within the hour, but it was like not even 5 minutes after I left that she called me, because she wanted to hurry up and let me know what was going on. So she did, and you know, and then she called me, and then she told me that there was no more baby. So but I'm doing okay with it. We're all doing okay with it. It's not someone that you want to have happen, and obviously, but I think because my faith and the fact that I have 5 other healthy children really helped to make it easier. So, but the hardest part of it all was telling the other 5 kids, because all their little eyes looking up at me and like, what, you know, having to explain it. But they're all okay with it now. Now they're all jealous of the baby, that the baby gets to be up in heaven. So now they have another brother or sister that they get to meet one day. So that's it. That's that story. So still, you know, so tomorrow night basically will be like a week after, since, so it's been like, you know, 6 days since it happened or whatever. Sorry, I'm on my bed and the kids are bouncing me around. But now I don't feel sick anymore either, so I can give the kids a good summer, a better summer than I was giving them before this, because I was so sick I wasn't able to go outside with them. So now and then I have this lovely thing. This is amazing. So try not to look at this while I'm talking the whole time, because that will be distracting to you. I'm sorry. So now we're just having to get on with stuff. You know, it's still obviously in our minds and everything, but yeah. I just don't know. Obviously it's my first time ever having a miscarriage, but so I don't know what to do and I don't know what to expect too much. But see, they're all jumping around my bed in the background. But we are hopefully be moving from this house too, so we got all that. I have to start packing, because before this I was so sick I couldn't move without doing anything. So I do have to pack. I didn't even start yet, and we should be signing for our other house on the 14th of next month. So I got a whole house to pack, a whole house with 7 people in it, living in it, to pack up so we can move. But yes, I am very blessed to have these 5 healthy kids. Because there's so many out there that struggle with everything, all this, and never get to see a healthy pregnancy go all the way through, and you know, so that would be a lot. That would be very hard, and I feel for you guys. That would be extremely hard to go through. Because before my first, we weren't able to get pregnant for 2 years. I just had very irregular cycles at that time, and it just took us a while to be able to get pregnant. So I know that I remember that was a really difficult time every month. You know, and then you wouldn't be getting your period, so you're always like, well, maybe, and then you did end up getting it after, you know, a few months, and then you finally get your next period, and then, because I know that was a really difficult time too, but I just knew it was, but then because of my faith, I knew it was all in God's timing, and if it was supposed to happen, it would happen when it's supposed to happen. Same with this. God decided this baby needed to come home early, and this baby never knew pain or anything. That's what the kids liked that, hearing that too. The baby is always happy now, and baby has always got to be happy. So that's that story about it. my midwife said, you know, I've had other healthy pregnancies. She just thinks this is just one of them things that happen. So she doesn't think it should be a reoccurring thing. So I don't know, we're gonna go on from here. Sunshine. I don't know what else to say about it. That's what is happening. So thought I would update everybody about it, since obviously I didn't have another pregnancy update for a little bit. But I won't be having any more unless I get pregnant again at some point. I'm open to whenever it will happen again. I would be emotionally ready for it, I believe. Wyatt? So, whenever my body physically feels like it's ready again, you know, then it will happen. Or when God feels like it's supposed to happen, it'll happen again. So we'll see what happens. And then now we just have to focus on getting the house packed and kids and ready to go move in a little over a couple weeks, or like 3 weeks or something like that. So yeah, everybody, that's my story, and I hope you all have a fabulous day, and God bless.